Have you ever wondered who that blue guy that can teleport is? Welcome to Origins, where we go over the origins of your favorite superheroes and villains. Today we're going to be talking about Nightcrawler. He's one of the most iconic mutants on the entire line, and he's one of the featured mutants in all new, all different X-Men, because honestly, everyone loves Nightcrawler. Why does he always get shoved to the back? The origins of Nightcrawler have been tinkered with over time, and in this video we will bring you the most concise version of his original origin. His beginnings take place in the heart of Germany, where his birthing was shrouded in mystery. His mother, the mutant Mystique, was married to Baron Christian Wagner, and while married she had an affair with a being known as Azazel, a mutant of ancient origins. Azazel was attempting to birth a child, and only a mutant as powerful as Mystique could survive such a delivery. When the Baron discovered that she had had an affair, Mystique murdered him while she was pregnant. During the childbirth, her birthing was so painful and strenuous that she reverted to her natural form as she gave birth to a blue-furred, impish-looking boy named Kurt Wagner. Of course, those who witnessed this transformation immediately tried to murder Mystique and her child, so she ran off into the woods. But exhausted from the whole event, she passed out, dropping Kurt into a river, and then he floated downriver, separated from his birth mother. Miraculously, he was recovered by a sorceress named Margoli, and she was a part of a Bavarian circus where she worked as a fortune teller. Kurt was soon turned into an attraction for the circus as a sideshow freak known as the Blue Devil. And as he grew up, he learned to become an extraordinary acrobat, where he would be one of the main attractions and not just a circus freak. This life was not lavish though, and the members of the circus, including the circus master, treated him as an alien, locking him up after performances and drugging him to keep him sedated. This trick would only work for so long, as the drugs that would keep Kurt sedated were becoming more and more expensive. The circus leader eventually decided to sell him, and that was when Margoli interceded by helping Kurt make his escape. However, Kurt was so weak and groggy from the drugs that they used on him that as he snuck off, he accidentally knocked over a torch that set the circus ablaze, and soon a hunt would be on to find this Blue Devil. The circus caught up to him, and when they pointed a gun at him, Kurt's mutant power manifested itself with a sulfurious BAMF! He was magically teleported from harm's way and able to escape into the night. Days later, Kurt stumbles upon a sanctuary, a small church overseen by Father Wagner. Though he looked more like a servant of Satan, the good-hearted father took Kurt in and sheltered, clothed, and fed the troubled child. During his stay there, Kurt learned of the good nature of humanity, and he began to repair his psyche from years of torment being treated as a monster. He also learned to understand his new teleportation power, and he began to see it as a gift from God. Sadly, trouble would find Kurt again as the circus leader and his mob found Kurt in the church, and though Father Wagner attempted to protect Kurt from them, they beat him down and burnt the church to the ground. Enraged, Kurt fought against the mob with his powers, and he came close to beating the circus leader to death. However, Father Wagner was there to keep him from crossing the line of murder, and he helped keep Kurt's humanity. Even though Kurt spared his life, the circus leader still desired to murder the young mutant, when suddenly they were stopped cold. There was a man in a wheelchair named Professor Xavier who used his mutant powers to stop the senseless violence. The professor offered the young blue mutant a new life as a student at his school of gifted youngsters, and he offered him a way to use his gifts to benefit all of humanity despite the hate against mutants. Kurt agreed, and Professor Xavier manipulated the mob to believe that he had died in the church fire, and it was then that Kurt Wagner would join Professor X and his all-new, all-different X-Men to become the costumed hero known as Nightcrawler. Now, his most well-known mutant power is his ability to teleport, which he inherited mostly from his father, Azazel. At will, he can teleport short distances through an alternate dimension, leaving behind a slight smell of brimstone. His teleportation is mostly used in close quarters, but he can teleport up to 2 miles away with ease, and he has been known to travel at even greater distances. He also looks like a blue demon with his indigo blue fur as his skin, as well as a tail that has incredible strength. So what do you think of Nightcrawler's origin? Were you surprised to find out who his parents really were? Do you feel that he has risen above his lowly beginnings? Let us know in the comments down below, and I will see you next time right here on Mutant Mondays.